Now, there are some things that we do need to do at night. So maybe we ought to just take a little bit of a rest, because it's going to be dangerous after dark. But something else that's kind of interesting. Olga said her husband's name.
Well now, what news do you have for me?
Tell me about your husband.
My sad departed husband. His name was Boris. Gone 3 years now. He was such a good man.
Well, that's odd. We just met someone named Boris.
You tell Olga that the gatekeeper's name is Boris Stovich, and ask if they're related.
Aha! So that's where the so-and-so went. Tell him he's a rotten old goodnik.
So we left the land of the Sultans. Yeah, that was Quest for Glory 2. This is part 4.
As my husband used to say, come back again, sunshine or rain.
So we haven't been in the land of the Sultans for a little while. I guess Quest for Glory 3 was really short, so can't really count that as a long time. Let's go back and tell Boris what his wife said about him. Something about it being no good Robotnik, something like that. Yep. Like I said, it was a very short game. We beat it in like a stream and a half.
A fine autumn day to be walking. A man who walks everywhere will see much, I always say.
So, there's a shopkeeper named Olga. She called you Dr. Robotnik?
You tell Boris what Olga said about him. He blushes.
Olga was always opinionated. I grew tired of listening to her complain about me all the time. May your journey take you where you wish to go.
Where we're wishing to go right now is just back and forth between the gate and the town. You know, every time I hear thunder outside, I think to myself, I haven't saved in a while. Sounds like my brother's wife. Ayo.
You again. Heard anything interesting lately?
Yeah, your husband had some words about you.
You tell Olga that Boris says she complains about him all the time.
Well, if he'd ever been here to get his work done instead of spending all his time carousing at the inn, I wouldn't have had to complain. And you can tell him I said so, huh?
Don't worry, we will.
As my
Door?
husband used to say, come back...
Wonder if I could just convince her to follow me to the gate so that I wouldn't have to keep walking back and forth. How many Quest for Glory games are there? 5.
When the days are short and the nights grow long, a friendly face is a welcome sign.
So Olga says you spend too much time at the inn.
Tell him that Olga thinks he was too lazy.
Lazy? What was there to do in a shop with no customers? Once the swamp cut off trade here, we had nothing to sell. I had nothing to do there, so just because I would sit at the inn and talk with the other men, she thought I was lazy. All she ever did was sit around and give me orders when I was in the shop. What was the point of dusting if no one came in the shop to notice the dust? Goodbye, and good travels.
I mean, he's got something of a point. If there's no customers, then why not? But what if somebody does come in and needs something and you're not there? Sure, she's more than capable of handling a single customer.
Hello. Do you have any news?
I mean, probably, yeah. She's taken care of everything that we've needed from her. So, Boris says there are no customers.
You tell Olga that Boris didn't like being ordered around all the time.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Oh, I wouldn't have had to order him around if he would only have done his work. I just wanted the shop to be neat and clean in case anyone came in. How does he expect me to do all the work around here by myself? This was his family's business, after all.
It's kind of a dick move to just...
As my lost husband used to say, may all your travels lead somewhere.
It's kind of a dick move to marry someone, have them work at your family business, and then ditch them. Those were the times. And now he just sits in a gate all day, and he doesn't talk to anybody except me, I guess.
Welcome again. It is so good to speak with you as always. The woods around here seem almost frightening at times. When you arrive, I know it is only my imagination that makes me nervous.
The way you said that is making me nervous now. Anyway, Olga says you don't do your work.
You tell Boris that Olga is having trouble running the shop without him.
There is much to do to keep the shop straightened up. My family always worked together to keep it going before. If only Olga wouldn't nag me all the time. She and I used to enjoy running the shop when we actually had things to sell. What is the point of even running a shop when there is no business? May the sun and the moon keep watch over you.
It's Gadflow! Hey, yeah, you're right. Jim Cummings voiced Gadflow, too. Gadflow was the main antagonist of Kingdoms of Amalur, for those that aren't aware. He did a voice in the DLC? I guess I have to play it now. This game forgot to add music. No, there's only music in certain places. And it looks like it's getting late enough that, yeah, shops and places are closing up for the night.
The general store has closed for the evening.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our room. We're going to rest for 1 hour. And then we're going to head back out into the forest.
You hear movement on the other side of the door. After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door.
DLCs are good. One of them you can get to restore a big castle and claim it. Well, you already get a castle in the regular story. Well, I guess not the story, but one of the side quests. I'm gonna have some dinner.
You get a fine meal of roast lamb garnished with red cabbage. Oh, and liberally flavored with garlic.
Hi, everybody.
They all turn to stare at you, then go back to talking.
Nice. We're all friends. Elephants? How are you guys doing?
Look, here we are sitting around here minding our own business, Cochise, and here you waltz up and interrupt us.
Yeah, here's $10. Get a real haircut, okay? You don't seem to realize we're very important men around here.
Right. Just because no one else seems to think so doesn't invalidate the point.
These guys. I love these guys. So, what's new around the town?
You know, our little town's remained unchanged for generations.
Oh yeah, our forefathers have always lived here in peace and quiet.
Except for the time when the cult came here.
Ooh, the cult. Well, they're all a bunch of strangers anyway.
Yeah, very strange. They didn't have much to do with the town, you know?
Yeah, hardly anything. Just building that monastery here and all moving inside, that's all.
But the cult did keep mostly to themselves.
Yeah, he's right. No one had much to do with them. They were a very peaceful, quiet kind of cult.
Yeah, really great people to be around, except for the strange noises and horrible screams that rose from the monastery at night.
What's this about a cult?
That all happened many, many years ago.
Oh yeah, the cult broke up. They've all got kids of their own now.
Yeah, well, what about the Chernovi in the forest, huh?
Come to think of it, no one knows if they're alive or what.
Yeah, for all we know, they might just be wild stories to frighten little children and me.
And what about the Dark Ones?
Put a sock in it, will you? There are some things we must not speak about, Ivan. You know that.
Well, excuse me all to pieces.
Any rumors?
We don't go for that rumor-spreading stuff here. Do we, Ivan?
No way, Hans.
Oh, never. Oh, except for that one little cocktail waitress, you know. But we don't gossip about our neighbors in Moldavia. Do we, Ivan?
Well, no, but you did used to tell everyone about the time Olga caught Boris drinking with us when he was supposed to be minding the store.
Hey. That wasn't gossip. It was just a semi-funny story.
And Franz, what about the story you tell about the time you saw Yuri and Bella in the garden one night?
What was that?
Hey, you're okay, all right?
So you see, we do not spread rumors here.
So is it Ivan or Ivan? Why is elephants an option?
Pardon me while I wax eloquent, but once, many years ago, huge herds of fragrant elephants roamed freely in this particular valley.
Oh yeah. In the good old days, peanut farming would have made you a billionaire.
Once, long ago, I had a successful career, and I was also an elephant herder.
You kidding? Everyone used to have a pet elephant.
Oh yeah, I remember mine. I married her.
Yeah, she was great for vacuuming up peanuts from your rugs.
Not only that, but elephants are very clean and modest as well. They allus went bathing with their trunks, don't you know?
Yeah, nice thing about elephants. Very easy to housebreak, you know? They hardly ever made mistakes. Huh, unless they got excited, okay?
Unfortunately, elephants get excited easily. A lot of houses got broken that way. This really brings back sad memories. Please, let's talk about something uplifting like last year's famine.
I love those three. So, what happened
Lock
with
the
them?
door to you.
From what I read, and I told this to Wilds, I just found this bit on the wiki about it, is that Corey Cole, one of the lead designers and programmers on this, was present while they were recording their dialogue, and they just kept ad-libbing stuff, and he liked it so much that he's like, hey, why don't you guys also just do some voices too? Just whatever impressions you want to do. So two of them decided to do Jack Nicholson, and the third one wanted to do Rodney Dangerfield.
After some
And that's how we got this. And they took the script as just a suggestion.
You've never seen so many locks and bars on a door. You can't find any way to open it.
It is very dangerous in Mordavia at night. We always keep things locked up when it gets dark. I will let you out for now. If you wish to return later this evening, just knock on the door. If you do not make it back by the closing of the inn, may you rest in peace.
And while that does sound menacing, there is a nice peaceful place to rest right here in town. A bit disappointed no one went for Christopher Walken. Oh, that would have been great.
The massive gate to this town is securely barred to protect it from things that go bump in the night. You cannot leave the town this way.
Are you sure about that? Levitate. We're a wizard. Alright, let's just do a second save. You know, just in case we get in trouble. Because there are some things that you can only do at night. Oh, no.
Feel a chill go through you as you enter this part of the forest, as if a cold wind suddenly sprang up from nowhere.
Sorry, my bad. Go down one more screen. Oh, ghost? Hi, Ghost.
Hello. Can you help me? I seem to be lost.
What's your name, Ghost?
I'm... Everything is so strange. I lost my way home. Please, can you help me find my way?
Why are you a ghost?
I'm trying to find my way home. I keep getting lost. Can you show me the way to town?
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
Happens. Oh, wait, no. I think you need to go over and then swing it back around.
There you are. What happened to you? I thought you were going to show me the way to town.
So, hi, Ghost.
Things are so strange. Did you go away? Why are you greeting me again?
So, why are you a ghost?
Please don't talk so. It's bad luck to speak of the dead.
The ghostly...
I don't understand. Every time I try to follow you, I find myself here again. Why can't I leave this place? Why can't I go home?
I guess it's time to finally tell her you're a ghost.
No, no, it can't be, no!
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
And then we just come back. Oh, what is it? Oh, it's bats.
You cast the protection spell. It gives you a warm, safe feeling.
Zap. Ah, we're poisoned. Can we loot the bats?
You grab a hand.
No, I don't want the rocks. I want the bats.
The dead body is flea-bitten and very smelly. It isn't carrying anything except disease.
Oh, Wilds, this game has got some really good battle music in it. Well, the bats, the Necrotar, which I kinda don't want to meet. Let's see if the ghost is back now. There you are.
I remember now. I was walking home. Something started to chase me. I tried to run. Something knocked me over and... everything went black. I'm dead, aren't I? I really can't go home again. I'm just a ghost.
So, again, hello, ghost.
Forgive me my manners. It's just that I'm not used to the idea that I'm dead.
So, what was your name?
My name was Anna. I can remember things now, but everything is like a faded dream.
Oh, Anna's the name of the lady that Nikolai's been looking for. Ghost?
It seems so strange to think of myself as a ghost. Everything is blurry. There's no day or night, only this shadowy landscape. I want to go from here, but I cannot leave. I can only wait.
Where's your home?
I can remember my house now. I lived beside the tall oak tree near the center of town. I've been gone so long. My poor, poor Nikolai.
So, bye, ghost.
Goodbye and farewell.
The ghostly apparition vanishes. Your protection spell has worn off.
Yeah, it's fine. It served its purpose. We need to get better at casting it, though. Love the tone of this game. Yeah, it's going for more of like a horror vibe, but still retains the sense of humor that the series has.
A beautiful fountain with sparkling, crystal-clear water beckons to you. This area feels cooler than the rest of the forest.
So cool.
A delicately tinkling fountain dominates this clearing. The crystal-clear water looks refreshing and inviting after your journey through the forest.
What if we cast Detect Magic?
You are definitely feeling something magical in this glade, but you can't seem to pinpoint the source.
Maybe it's this.
You lean over the fountain to smell the water. It has no odor, but a sparkling effervescence that tickles your nostrils.
Like the Gabriel Knight games, but this time the humor is intentional. Oh no. I'm not familiar with the Gabriel Knight games, but unintentionally funny can be just as good. Let's jump into the fountain.
You seem to have forgotten that it's autumn here, and that there is a chill in the air. You'd surely catch your death of cold in the cool water.
Let's taste the water. Just a little taste.
You cautiously taste a tiny sip of water. There is something about the flavor of the water that excites and entices you. Before you realize it, you find yourself taking a much deeper drink. The water gives you a funny, dizzy sensation. In fact, it feels as if the whole forest is starting to spin around you.
Oh no, it was a trap!
There is power here, but it has much to learn. It will probably be killed before it can be of use. Still, there is much magic to learn in Mordavia. Perhaps it may yet serve our purposes.
You awaken from the strange dream. Or was it a dream? Feeling very dizzy and disorientated. Fortunately, the sensation passes in a few moments, and you are back to normal.
Especially when the game is played by real people. Oh, live action FMVs. Okay, so last time we tried to pick these fruits just by walking up and grabbing them. That didn't work, so let's grab it with Fetch.
Your magical lasso floats towards the tree and plucks a single ripe fruit from its branches.
Delicious. Alright, I think we've gotten everything that we need from this. So let's head back to town. Let's save and head back to town. It's probably too late to sleep at the inn, but we can still sleep in the little garden at the front.
I remember now. I was walking home. I'm dead, aren't I?
Yep, we've had this conversation. Good night, Anna. We'll probably see you again tomorrow. More bats, huh?
You cast the protection spell. It gives you a warm, safe feeling.
And zap.
Your weapon is now magically charged.
Let's go. Dang it. We are poisoned, but we got poisoned by the bats before, and it didn't really last that long. We'll be okay. And if it turns out that we're not okay, we have poison cure pills. Let's see, where was it? Levitate. Whoop. Up and over the wall. And then back down. Let's just save before
Your
we
protection spell has worn.
And we're just going to sleep right here until morning.
You feel the sensation of floating freely in a swirling cloud of magic. You are warm and safe, surrounded by the sound of peaceful beauty. You feel as if you are suddenly totally alive. You can remember every happy moment of your past, taste every favorite sensation, hear all the colors of the universe. This is the true joy of living. Suddenly, you find yourself trapped by darkness. You cannot breathe. The darkness is tearing the warmth, life, and magic from your body. Pain! The agony of lungs without air, the burning cold of a body trapped in ice, the terror of helplessness as death approaches. You float, cold and lifeless.